is, running it down on these niggas.
Sex, drugs, money, and murder, my nigga. You know how we get it, my nigga. Still be painting them bitches, my nigga. Ripping that roll and fucking your bitches. Sex, drugs, money, and murder. 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 Niggas, they never gon' hurt you. Niggas, they never will hurt you. Sex, drugs, money, and murder. Sex, drugs, money, and murder.
Got the traps right, understand how to get that. Ran down on them niggas with a flip back, knew in them.
How y'all doing? How you doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How you doing? How you doing? Doing. I'm not gonna be on long, y'all. I'll do a live probably tomorrow or something, but just wanted to let the people that care about me know that I'm okay. I'm okay. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. And I know that everybody's building a narrative, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So for everybody that is wondering what happened, and I'm just gonna be very careful. I'm just gonna be really, really careful on how I speak about this because, you know, people are really, 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 really trying to use me and my name for their capital gain. So today, we had some visitors in the church. And they were sent, y'all. They were sent by, and I'm gonna say it like this, they were sent by two nobodies, two bloggers that are nobodies. And they were sent in to my church to disrupt my church. And you guys, you probably don't know the bloggers. If you're in, if you know me, you wouldn't know them. And but if you're in the church, you know who they are. And I'm gonna say it like this: I have lawsuits out, and you know, when retaliation is retaliation, that's just what it is. So these gentlemen, and we have proof. These gentlemen sent these two women in my church to disrupt my church. And they came in videoing. That's probably what you guys are seeing going viral. They came in videoing, and it was a whole setup. And, you know, I allowed the lady to talk, speak her piece, and curse me out and do whatever she wanted to do. But then when she said, and started to throw threats at my wife and started to charge at my wife, that's what you guys saw. My wife have my baby in her hand, and we're not going to have another rendition of my daughter being in harm's way or my wife being in harm's way. We're not going to do that. So that's when I took action, and I grabbed the young lady and escorted her out. And I got the video, y'all. I got the video that y'all don't see. I am a gentleman. I am pro-woman. I'm not an abusive man. Never been, never will. You know, people that know me, my father died when I was sick, got killed when I was 6 weeks old. My mom and my grandmother and my older sister raised me. So, you know, I am very, very pro-woman. And but these people were sent into my church to disrupt my church, and this lady went towards my wife to attack her and my daughter, and that's when I grabbed her, okay, and did what I had to do, what any man and any pastor would do. Okay, we're just off of the experience of 3 men coming into my church, robbing us, and putting a gun in my wife's face and in my 8-month-old daughter's face. She was 8 months at the time, and that's not going to happen again. So for everybody that that feels whatever they want to feel, y'all can feel whatever y'all want to feel. No, I didn't choke her. No, it was nothing like that. I grabbed her and escorted her out the way she needed to be escorted out. And I asked her, I said, "You're going to be removed. You gotta leave." And she walked back. This is something y'all can't see, but we have video in the church. We have video in the church. Okay, we have video in the church, and we also know who was behind it. You know, and they want me to say their name because all they want is followers. And the young ladies were downstairs. Hold on one second, y'all. Yeah, the young ladies were downstairs, and they were actually talking to one of the gentlemen. And you guys know who they are. It is what it is. But and if you look on their pages right now, they're trying to create content, y'all. That's all it is. It's an attack on who I am, and that's just what it is. But I am not a, hold on one second. I am not a person that will try to harm or hurt anyone, but if my safety is in jeopardy, or my family's safety is in jeopardy, I'm going to do what I got to do, and that's just what it is. And you guys, you know, they're not doing this in the masjids, and they're not doing this in the Jewish synagogues, but yet, you know, in the black church, right? I don't want to hear about no white man. I don't want to hear about no other race. It's us. It's us. The people that are my color are doing this, right? And at the end of the day, I keep telling you, I'm not no punk. If it was a man that came up, it would have been a little different. Trust and believe, it would have been a little different. All right? It would have been a whole lot different. So if you think that y'all gonna come and walk in my church and act crazy, all right. All right, you're gonna get escorted out. Whether if you get dragged out, or you're gonna walk out, but you're gonna get out. Period, point blank. You're not gonna sit here and threaten nor jeopardize any of my members. And it shouldn't be like that. However you feel, you can have your feelings. Just please, leave us alone. So that's just what it is, y'all. That's what it is. I'm okay. I'm okay. And you know, it was a woman, so my security team, you know, like I said, I got the video, y'all. She was walking off once I told her that she has to go. And she walked off, and then she doubled back really fast and started to go at my wife and my daughter. And that's when I intervened, and that's when I did what I had to do as not only a pastor, but a husband and a father. There's nobody going to put their hands on my family, and that's just what it is. That's it. So when you beeline to my family, that's it. You're not going to, that's it. So all bets is off and all gloves is off, and that's it. And you're going to get grabbed up, and you're going to get escorted. So that's what it is, y'all. So I just wanted to tap in and let y'all know that I'm okay. All the members are okay. My family's okay. And I'll get a little deeper into this on probably tomorrow. I'm going on with my day. But you know, everybody that wants to sit here and talk about that I choked her, I shouldn't have did it. Well, let me tell you something. Y'all have your own opinion. At the end of the day, I'm going to protect my family. That's it. I'm going to protect my family. And if you're going to sit here and say that you wouldn't protect your family, you're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. Okay? And somebody said goons are coming next Sunday. All right, I got something for the goons. All right? I got something from y'all. Let me get off this. Let me get off this live, y'all, because I'm not going to let nobody take me out of my character. All right? And like I said, everybody that feels some type of way, it's cool. All right? This message is not for you. You know what I mean? Back in the day, I would say your mother. So that's just what it is. Period, point blank. But, you know, I'm delivered now, and I'm trying to have a new life and do things new. But y'all not going to sit here and pick on Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries, because we ain't closing our doors. That's what the devil wants us to close. And I want y'all to understand this, right? Everybody that's sitting here texting all of this nonsense and texting all of this hate and texting all of this, it's my own people. I want y'all to understand that. It's my own people. It's our own people. That's what it is. It's our own people. Period, point blank. So that's it, y'all. That's it. Y'all be blessed. I'm going on with my day, and it is what it is. But I'll be back on to give y'all to give you guys the, hold on a second, to give you guys, I might even, you know, it is what it is. I'm gone. I just want to let you know, because they're sitting here talking all these type of lies and all this other garbage and all this other nonsense. Listen, y'all, the bishop is here. I'm amazing, and you're not, hold on a second. Yeah, and you're not going to harm none of my family. You're not going to harm my family. So may God bless you guys. And you know, I already knew that the enemy was going to attack. You know, I got my 2 PhDs yesterday. People are mad. I don't know why, because God says that he's no respecter of person. So whatever he can do for me, he'll do for you. God bless y'all. I just want y'all to see my face, and let the liars continue to lie, and let them continue to send all these trolls and continue to send, you know, people to try to interrupt what God is doing. When God say yes, nobody can say no. Amen. God bless you. Y'all stay strong, stay encouraged, but I'm here. But I'll be back. All right. And I'm going to post some videos, and I got some audio too, so y'all see where it came from. All right. So y'all stay focused, y'all stay blessed, and I'm out. God bless y'all. Yesterday was very, very disturbing. Yesterday was very traumatizing to me. Growing up without a father, being killed by the NYPD, beaten, strangled to death by 16 police officers, it brought back the memory yesterday. On yesterday, I was in my church, and we had service, regular service. And when we had the service, two young ladies, now that we know, had set up a whole disturbance scene because they are following, and they were sent by some bloggers. Some media bloggers that are trying to use what happened to me, robbery, to get their following up and to get their content up. And when I was in church, I was preaching, and the 69th precinct, they have officers downstairs in front of my church to make sure that we don't get robbed anymore. The lady, I think her name now is Tasha, I don't know her last name, and another young lady came into my church, and one of my ministers told them that you cannot record. You can't record. And they began to make a scene. So I told them, let them record. They began recording, and she began to outburst and to cause a big disturbance in my church. So I said, come on over here. Now on the side is where I have people line up for prayer. So she came up over here, not to the pulpit. Everybody keeps saying that I invite her in the pulpit. You have to be a minister to be in the pulpit in my church. So she came on the side, and she began to yell at me. She began to cuss me out and say whatever she wanted to say. I let her say what she wanted to say, and I'm going to be posting more video because you guys didn't see the video inside of the church, so you'll be able to see everything. So she came over, she cussed me out, called me all type of names. I said, all right, me and my church started to pray. And I said, now you have to go. You have to get out. You have to go. What you guys don't see on camera is that she started to walk back to leave, and then she spit back around. And she came back after my wife and my daughter. So I have my wife and my daughter, who's 10 months old, sitting there, and she came and said, and now you're a liar, going towards my wife. And that's when you seen her walk in front of me, going at my wife and my daughter, and I grabbed her. Everybody's saying that I choked her. How can you choke somebody from behind? I don't understand it. I never wrapped my arms around her neck. I have no fingernails, so they say that I scratched her. I don't have any fingernails. I never have fingernails. You can see I don't have fingernails. So I grabbed her from behind, by her shirt, from behind, and by her shoulder. And I escorted her out. And I'm going to be posting this video. I'm going to post a video. And actually, if you look on the blogger, there are two bloggers, Larry Reed and King Jive. All right, these two bloggers, they're nobody, but they're trying to get publicity off of me. They were the ones that sent these people here. So once again, Bishop Whitehead was set up. We are coming off of the eve of me being robbed by 3 gunmen. By 3 gunmen, okay? That's the eve that we're coming off of. 3 gunmen came and robbed myself, my wife, and my church. And the gunmen put a gun in my 8-month-old baby's face, okay? And that's the only thing that I can remember. This lady had a bag under her arm, and she was going after my wife. And I grabbed her, and I took her out. I pushed her out, and I have the video. And the police officers saw the video. All the police officers saw the video that was there. I spoke to Chief Badry. I spoke to Inspector Stevenson. I spoke to the captain, which is the inspector of this church, Amadullah. I spoke to him. He was at a wedding. I went through all of the chain of command to make sure that this lady was arrested. I went through all of the chain of command to make sure that they had the proper information to arrest this young lady. Both of them. Nobody arrested them. They told me that the detectives was coming, okay? The detective came. Her name was Francois, Detective Francois. And I'm filing a complaint against her. I'm filing a complaint against her because she was the one that gave the order to illegally arrest me. She didn't ask me no questions. She didn't ask the victim. She didn't ask my church no questions. She came on the scene. She had a conversation with the police officers, and she turned around and said, arrest her. Now, let's go back. Let's go back. My minister, once these ladies started to disturb my church, my ministers went downstairs to the offices, and they were sleeping. Okay? They were sleeping. She went downstairs, they were sleeping. And she said, come upstairs, there's a problem. Okay? And the problem was going on. And when I pushed the lady outside of the door, the officers was coming upstairs, and they went right in their hand. However, if they wasn't sleeping, then they would have been able to understand what's going on. I just also posted on my page the women that created this disturbance to show the world that this was all premeditated. It was all premeditated. And what they say was they spoke to the NYPD and they asked them, are you protecting Bishop Whitehead? And they laughed and said no. They said no. But if you're the NYPD and they're asking you questions about me and I was just robbed, wouldn't you do some investigation on it? And I specifically spoke to the police officers before I went upstairs and told them, okay, you guys, make sure you come up and do your rounds. They never did a round. They never did anything. The same police that was there to protect me was the ones that arrested me. I have knots on my arms because of the handcuffs, and I felt like my father. I felt they was taking my rights away, and to be honest with you, I really didn't care about anything at this point, because like I told the police officer, I said, I advocate for you guys. I advocate for you guys. I bring the community together with you guys, and I say, let's trust the NYPD. But now how can I say, let me trust you, let the community trust you if I don't trust you? So they arrested me for nothing. For nothing. I didn't hit nobody, which I could have to defend my family. You charged at my wife and my 10-month-old baby. And how am I arrested? So Miss Francois, Detective Francois, came on the scene and ordered my arrest without having no conversation with me or anything. And I was detained and I was put right here in the the 69th precinct, where I was thrown in a cage with another felon. Okay, so I was treated like a criminal. So I went from the pulpit to the cell for no reason. The New York Police Department failed me and failed my church. They failed me and failed my church. They were supposed to protect me and they arrested me. If I was a priest, if I was a Caucasian priest, it would have never happened. If I was a rabbi, it would have never happened. And that's why I came with my baseball hat on and my Philly sweater. So therefore, I am, and I understand I don't look like a bishop, and I understand I don't look like a pastor, but I am. I don't look like a doctor, but I have my doctor. 2 doctors. So at the end of the day, why do I have to change my style in order to get respect? I believe, and I'm going to do another live later on, I believe that the NYPD do not believe that I was robbed. I believe that they feel that I set this whole robbery up. And I've heard this from the NYPD, and I'm not going to say any names. What's going around in the NYPD is Bishop Whitehead set this robbery up. They staged it. So now, why would they respect me in my church if they feel that I'm a criminal? I'm a black man, so automatically I'm a criminal, right? So going through the NYPD, and it's verified, they believe that I set it up. So until they see, I guess, these criminals that when they get caught and they see that they're arrested and I have nothing to do with it and I'm a victim, then I want my apology. Because the NYPD, the media have set up, a platform to believe that I'm not a victim, I'm a villain, because I'm African American. I want to have a conversation with the commissioner. I'm not talking to nobody else. I want to have a conversation with the commissioner, and everybody knows that Mayor Adams is my mentor. Y'all done scared him away. I haven't spoken to him. Y'all, the media scared him away. I haven't spoken to him at all. The governor, I haven't spoken to her. Nobody has called me. But I guarantee you if I was a rabbi, I guarantee you if I was a priest, and I guarantee you if there was some gang violence, that's when they called me. That's when they all called me. That's when all of the politicians called me. Hey, Bishop Whitehead, I know you have relationships with the street. How can you help us? So everybody want to use me and abuse me, but yet I go from the pulpit to the prison cell because I had to protect my family. And then they come and say, Bishop, we're sorry. All the charges are void, and we're letting you out. After my shoestrings are out, after my belt is out, after the process of me being booked has already been done, you're gonna say I'm sorry? What was the reason for arresting me? You were supposed to protect me. So the reason why I'm having this press conference is for my family, for my friends, and for the world to understand that the NYPD has made a grave mistake. And they're going to respect Bishop Lamor Whitehead. I don't care if they don't like me. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. But you're going to have to respect me. And there was untold amount of community affairs officers who I respect. Called me and asked me and apologized on the behalf of the NYPD because they know my work. They know what I do. And I want my name to be known in a great way, not a criminal way. And I want the media to stop criminalizing me, right? You guys put what you want to put in the media. You say that I was convicted of identity theft. True. Scheme to defraud. True. All of that. Well, let's talk about how Suffolk County, the one that convicted me, the DA, Spoda, had to resign because he was under federal indictment. Why? Because he was manipulating paperwork and manipulating witnesses. And my search warrant and my case were all manipulated. And we're going through the process with that. Why don't we give that story? Why don't we give that story? Why don't we give the story, Bishop, let's see this paperwork that you have. So I can show you the search warrant that don't even have a judge name. It just has a stamp of the judge name that they used to execute. Let's talk about how they went all the way to Jersey, put stuff from my house in a garbage bag, put it in a truck illegally, and brought it back and tried me on it because I'm a black man. But all the media wants to talk about is both of them on? Nah. Let me see that. These people right here are important to me. That's why I'm doing this. Here you go. But nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about things that they did to me to get me in prison. All they want to talk about is my felony. But how did I get that felony? How did I get it? So I want a public apology from the NYPD. I'm calling on Mayor Adams and I'm calling on the governor of the state of New York to have a meeting with them. I want to meet with the powers that be. Don't ask me to do anything community until y'all meet with me. And I'm going to keep pushing this because y'all illegally detained me because I'm a black man. That's the only reason why they did it. That's the only reason why they did it. There's no other reason why they did it. I did nothing wrong. How do I call the police and the police that I call arrest me? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And at the end of the day, they brought back memories of how they killed my father, and to see my babies, to see the church, my church babies, look and cry because they was arresting their pastor for nothing. They can't get those memories out of their head no more. So what is the NYPD gonna do now? What is the NYPD gonna do now? Everybody wanna come and try to put lawsuits on the bishop because of my name right now. Frivolous lawsuit. The media talks about how I stole something from a parishioner. She was never a parishioner and I didn't steal anything. That's why the case, the first part of it was dismissed. And if y'all do your research, you'll see that my attorney has already filed the entire thing to be dismissed. So that's the legal piece to that. But the media perpetrates me as a villain. I took from an old lady. I did this. I did that. Those are all lies. And I want the world to understand who Bishop Whitehead is. I'm a young black man that first loved the Lord. And I love my community. And if you ask all of these young men, if you ask all these young men, what have I done? You can go throughout Brooklyn, throughout New York City. Talk to the community affairs. Ask them what I do. I just gave away $25,000 in back to school and cookies. I shut the whole store down. Every Christmas, every Thanksgiving, I give away thousands of either toys or turkeys. I don't get no money from nobody. But yet they tell me I'm robbing the church. No, I'm in real estate. I have my doctorate in real estate. I can't do real estate. You talk about my Fendi. I can't wear Fendi. I can't wear Louis Vuitton. Why? Why can't I? So now I'm everyone's arch nemesis because of the picture guys portray. So I wanted to just have this press conference to expose injustice. And when I tell you I really supported the NYPD, like I speak to them so much and we talk and we plan things because I feel that I have to do that because there's some really good people in NYPD, right? Very good people. I have a lot of friends with NYPD. But I feel that I had to do it because of what NYPD did to my father, right? So I wanted to bridge the gap because I'm supposed to be angry. Y'all took my father away from me. Y'all killed him for a ticket that wasn't even his. It was my uncle's ticket. And he came up and they said the nigga got a gun. It was a licensed gun in his holster. And y'all choked him to death. So I felt it was my duty to make amends with the NYPD and work with them. We won with them until today, until yesterday, where they turned their back on me, where they treated me like a criminal. If I did something wrong, then I gotta face the consequences. But I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong, and y'all threw me in the police car against my will and injustice. So I know you have questions. I know you guys have questions.
I'm just wondering, do you know those women that came in at all? Have you seen them before?
I've never seen them before in my life. As one of the actual young lady that was arrested, I give free real estate classes to the community. Classes that will cost $5,000. I give it for free. So I set up a Zoom and I teach it. I've been teaching it for the last 3 years. And she claims that she was on a real estate class. So I actually helped her. I don't know her. But I do know that she was saying that her mentor is Larry Reed. And they're connected with this guy Jive. And I hate saying their name because they're so low people that nobody really care about, but that's what they're doing. They need this publicity. But at the end of the day, I have to say their name because these are the ones that's trying to set me up. Larry Reed and another guy by the name of King Jive, J-I-V-E. And if y'all look on their pages, you're going to see them interviewing these girls prior to this, right? And if you look on my Instagram page and my Facebook page, you're going to be able to see that the whole thing was set up. So I don't know them. I've never seen, outside of what she's saying that she was on my real estate class, I don't remember her. But I don't know them.
It's really hard to find the video. What were they saying to you? As they came to the church, what were they down?
Oh yeah, she was cussing me out. Liar, you this, you that. She was calling me she called me every name in the book. And I allowed her to. And that's why you see me here watching and letting her talk. And letting her talk. And everybody's saying that everybody's saying that I invited her out to the pulpit. I did not. I told her, come on over here. That's where my prayer is. In that aisle. I said, come on up here. She stopped right there and I said, okay, no, go ahead. And she yelled and screamed and disrespected me. I said, okay, all right, okay, you finished? And then my church, I said, let's start praying against this demon. Okay, let's start praying. And that's when you in my church start clapping and praying. And then she turned around. I'm gonna post the video. You're gonna see her turn around and walk back and then beeline and come back and start going at my wife. And that's when I grabbed her. But now all of the women are saying that I abused a woman. My grandmother, who's 107, is my best friend. She raised me with my mom, single parent, my older sister. I don't abuse women. You know, so everybody's looking at me as an abuse. I don't abuse. Then she has a scratch on her. She did that on her own. I grabbed her shoulder and the back of her shirt. That was it. I didn't grab no flesh. And I pushed her out, and I have the video. And actually, if you go on the Larry Reed page, he posted it. That's why they have so many videos that nobody else had, because it was a setup. It was a setup. And we need to be able to do something about these clout chasers. The ones that target men like myself, influencers like myself. How do they keep coming to church This is the church. If you don't like me, cuss me out outside. The robbers came in my church. Everybody feel that they can come into the church. So now the NYPD has to now do something about this because I don't want no copycat crimes. All right? And if everybody's hearing that the police locked me up and I wasn't in the wrong, then anybody can come into my church and curse me out and say what they want to say. So the NYPD has to clean this up. The commissioner, I'm calling on the commissioner, let's have a meeting. If you don't want to have a meeting, no problem. No problem. Okay? But I'm calling on the commissioner to have a meeting with me. I'm calling on the mayor to have a meeting with me. Ain't no friends attached. It's the bishop. I don't want to hear about no friends. It's the bishop. I need to talk to you as the bishop. And I need the governor to talk. Because when it's time for voting, guess what? Mr. Whitehead, can you endorse me? Oh, I get that all the time with all of the politicians. Right? What's your question?
No.
Any other questions before I go? Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Yes, I'm going to post another video on my Facebook and my Instagram where you guys can see the entire shebang.
And just to be straight, if you're wearing any pink jacket, there's robbers and this is professional.
Yes. You good? You know how you wear me out sometimes. Yeah, you wear me out. That's what they want. They want recognition. Yeah, that's it. They want recognition. That's why they do this for. Recognition. All right, we good?
Thank you.
Hey, thank you. Hey, thank you so much. All right. Yep. And King Jai. Thank you so much. Bless you. Thank you so much.
This is King Guy. Just want to make sure.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Those are the two. And if you look, he has a YouTube too. And if you look on it, you'll see the same women that came into my church on his page. Set up. That's all it is. Yep. You'll be able to see all of it. See, they have all of this. Nobody have all this footage. How all of a sudden they have this footage? It was a whole setup. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. All right, so Instagram, Facebook. Thank you guys. I'm gonna turn them around. Just turn them around so they can see. Let's see. I can't see nothing. All right, thank you. Yeah. Instagram, thank you guys for coming on. I just wanted to clear the record, y'all. I'm here in front of the 69th precinct, and just to clear some things up and let everybody know where we stand. Each and every one of you. Hold on one second. Instagram. Yeah, God bless each and every one of you. I'll be on TMZ at 2 p.m. I don't know if they're doing it live, but I believe that they're doing it live. And I'm going to go on a lot of other we ain't worried about nothing. 10 toes down, y'all. Thank y'all so much. I love you guys. Y'all stay focused and stay firm.
Now, allegedly, this is the church, right? It doesn't have a header. Guess what? Guess what? You guessed it. He's here. He's here. The Rolls Royce is out here. Police is in front of it. I already asked the lovely officer that's over there, was they here to protect the bishop? He said nope. They're just here. They're here to protect everyone. So they're not here specifically to protect the bishop. But yeah, the Bishop Rolls Royce is out here, and the G-Wagon, the infamous G-Wagon is here, you guys. Yeah, I told y'all, I'm really outside. I'm out here.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Bulletz Gotti. So this video right here, I want to talk about Bishop Whitehead. The hate he getting right now. The hate is ridiculous, and I'm gonna explain to you why. When you see what happened in the situation that happened with him, right? The whole robbery. Everybody said, "Oh, he planned the robbery out. He paid those dudes to come in there," right? Now, that's all speculations. Nothing true. You got a bunch of dudes that's hating on this pastor. Yeah, he's a flamboyant, flashy pastor. He drives a Rolls Royce. You know what I'm saying? He wears designer clothes. He has a diamond chain, diamond watch. He cares about his appearance. Listen, Reverend Knight was a flashy, flamboyant pastor. You know what I'm saying? And he spoke the truth. Now, I don't know Bishop Whitehead, so I can't, I've seen good things about the brother. I've seen what he's done. I've seen the positive things he do in the community. He ran for office. I voted for him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have a problem with Bishop Whitehead. A lot of people got a problem with him because the success, and once people see you reach a certain level of success in life, they always want to hate and speculate. And I'm watching a lot of these hateful jail dudes, the 10 toes downs, the Mac means, the 050s, clout chasing and hating on this pastor, and other people hating on this pastor for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even see the fact that this man had a gun pointed at his wife, a gun pointed at his neck. They robbed him. They robbed his wife. They put a gun in his child face. Nobody sees that. This woman came in the church, harassed this man, had a camera out. He told her, "You had to go out there. You're not going to walk up on my wife." They walked up on his wife already and pulled the gun out and put guns in his baby face. And then they put a gun on him. He's not going to allow y'all to take a chance to do it to him again. So he did the right thing by escorting the woman out. Yes, he did the right thing. I don't see anything wrong with what Bishop Whitehead did. So for the people to come and attack this man for what? To hate on this man for what? This man ain't did nothing to nobody. All he's doing is just speaking the word. Whether you like him or not, you don't have to subscribe to Bishop Whitehead. You don't have to like him. But to come out there and clout chase and slander, oh, this man is scamming. He's doing this. He's doing that. He's lying to the community. He planted a robbery. Like, y'all just going with fiction and no facts. It's a lot of people out here that I don't understand in our community. Why do we, have to hate on each other or spread lies or push narratives out there? Like I said, dudes that I see doing videos about the brother, they have their issues with him for whatever reasons, because he came up in life. He turned his life around from being a brother that was incarcerated to being a pastor that got the fruits of his labor, got the blessings and abundance from the Most High. So people have a problem with it. Like I said, Reverend Knight owned a Rolls Royce. Bishop Lamor Whitehead owns a Rolls Royce. What is wrong with a brother owning? He not robbing nobody. He not killing nobody. He not selling no drugs. All he's doing is wearing a fancy suit, wearing a Gucci suit, a Dior suit, a Louis Vuitton suit, diamond chains, diamond watches, and a Rolls Royce. That's hard-earned money. That's not him. See, a lot of people don't understand. You have to treat yourself. Treat yourself. Bless yourself. Bless the people around you. Stop being mad at people that's basically blessing you. The Most High don't have to you know, be on some attack mode type of propaganda. The Most High don't have to, you know, because I heard somebody made a statement is that was the Most High that did what they did to him, right? And I'm not saying to myself, how can y'all say the Most High is giving him karma by having a gun pointed at his wife's face, his neck, his daughter's face, and all his parishioners? That was the devil that was trying to stop a man from blessing his community and blessing the people. He's a good man. And I don't think Bishop Whitehead is a bad person. I think he's a good brother. And I think that people just don't like the man because he's successful. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that people, when you a spiritual person and you're positive and you're in a positive mode and you basically live a positive life, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have to, I'm gonna keep it real. You wouldn't, and this is real talk, you would not have to attack a person or slander a man and make all type of malicious lies and say this man is robbing his parishioners, that he's robbing the community, that he's hustling, that he's set a robbery up in his community. He didn't do none of those things. He didn't, let's keep it real, he didn't do none of that. He like, the problem is that how can people make those suggestions? How can people say those type of things? To me, it looked like it's people hating on the brother because the brother is politically connected. He's respected in the community. It's not a man that's not. This is a man that's respected in his community. This is a man that ran for office. This is a man that Eric Adams co-signs. So because the mayor co-signed him, he's respecting his community, all y'all people gotta hate for him. Bunch of jail bitter niggas always gotta come with this hate. Oh yeah, that's good for the pastor. Oh yeah, he's a bozo. Oh yeah, he a clown. Like, y'all don't know that man. You know what I'm saying? That man had a gun pulled on his wife, his daughter, and pulled on him. He had every right to do what he did to that woman. I don't feel sorry for her. She should have not got up and walked up on his wife after what happened in his church. You know what I'm saying? We had tough times right now. So I stand with Bishop Whitehead. I stand with him. I support him. I like what he's doing. And they got to stop the hate, man. Stop hating on him. A lot of you bitter, old, washed up niggas, you hating that brother because you not that brother. Y'all bunch of con artists and bums and haters. Stay blessed, man.